when it comes to foundation, we are very, very safe. And it's the type of foundation that you can go to sleep with your two high schools.
This building is what's staring at, right? Let's go in to get an update. Hello, good day, engineer Lukman. Hi, architect, how are you doing today? Hope everyone is good, right?
Side builder.
Okay. Oh, hi, how are you doing? I understand how busy you are, but I want to take a bit of your time so we could ask about this project, the Camberwall Advantage 3. Give us an update and, give us the information that we need. Lucky Phase 1 is known for, having waterlogged grounds, very soft grounds. And I want to know how your team has been able to, put in good work towards the foundation of this building.
Measures.
Right. So, yes.
So basically, proper planning gives you an edge over any problem that you might foresee in life and all that.
Okay.
So in design and in construction, 2 stages: pre-construction stage, then the construction stage itself.
Okay.
So before we come to this site, we've been able to identify what would be our various headaches, which is one of them, flooding. But to construction experts now, that seems to now be the least of our headache now. So more importantly, what we've been able to now achieve is to ensure that our foundation sits over about 1.5 meter higher than the Freedom Way. That's the major landmark here.
Yeah, right. The Freedom Way.
Freedom Way.
Yes.
So where we are is currently about 1.5 higher than it. So if you have Freedom Way to be flooded, even if the environment is flooded, this compound can never be. Our storm water, which is rain water, is not just throwing down.
Yeah.
We collected them with a roof gutter.
Okay.
So we have all that piped down. We have a ground floor parking. That means ground floor parking means we have our ground floor to be car park. Once the pipes are all out, we have a duct system that collects that drainages that we have in the building itself. So which is called an inverse system. The bottom of our drain, if it's like this, the Lagos State drainage, we are a bit higher above it. So
Great.
So that makes us to drop that water into it. So once even this is getting flooded, which is the Lagos State drain, we are high up, so we are safe and all that. So that issue of flood, fear over flood, perennial flood and all that is not going to be our concern at Camberwall Advantage. If they said 1 story, do you know what that means? 2 story, do you know what it means?
Visually.
What is a bungalow?
A bungalow is just the ground floor building. It's
So
a very
a
ground
bungalow
floor
is
building.
1 story building.
Oh, great.
So here we are is a story. So effectively where I'm driving at is, this is about 9-story structure.
Great.
So 9-story structure is almost about 40 meter, there about 45. So what you have here, the kind of pile foundation that we employ on this project is called a pile foundation. A pile foundation means you have all your columns like this, as we are having this guy. This guy here is that we have to drill something like this into the earth crust. So effectively we went as deep as almost 38 meters at Camberwall Advantage. 38 meter translates to, we divided by 4, that means you are having about almost 6 or 7 floors into the earth.
Amazing.
So that's to tell you the amount of engineering, construction and practices that we put into the work before we begin to see all this coming up. So with that we are very, very safe. So we cannot have a 38 meter pile of 600 meter diameter. 600 meter diameter is the size of a drum. 600 diameter is the size of a drum. We have that with concrete and reinforcement into the earth. So when it comes to foundation, we are very, very safe. And it's the type of foundation that you can go to sleep with your 2 high schools. We were very conscious with the amount of workmanship that was placed into it, the expertise that was, the supervision and the management that was placed into it.
We spent like 3, 4, 5 months, trying to make sure that the foundation is solid.
Which we believe at our firm we never compromise. It's stable and a sound structure, then that will also be free from perennial or annual flooding whatsoever around them.
Engineer Lukman, when people think of quality buildings, right, premium buildings, expensive buildings, they think of the materials that have sank during construction process.
Definitely.
So I want you to walk us through the materials.
We have to face, let me face the different stage of construction.
Okay.
We have the kaka stage and we have the finishing stage. The kaka stage are those stages that you have to put in so much work for the building to be standing and upright, for it to be stable over the longer years that you plan this to be. So the finishes are for your painting and tiling and the ceiling, and that's where you can see this on your wall. Yeah. So that's where you can have the window installed. So those are the finishes. Those are the ones that people like you begin to appreciate the building. And this floor you're actually standing on. Yes. I can remember when we were at the stage. It took us, it's almost like 45 tons of equipment that went into this. Because this is actually where most of the columns that are carrying the upper floors, upper 8 floors, that's where we started from. So you know you cannot joke with something like this. So before you can now be talking of the roof slab, this is the roof slab that we now use for all the upper floors. Fast forward now to the finishes. Okay. That's when you see us doing this wall skimming, ensuring that our pipes and all that are aligned. So we have to see all these lines around the building. So this is for us to ensure uniformity across levels. We ensure that you have your levels of your switches and your box and your tiling. We ensure that they are. So if you are seeing this line on any place, anything you measure from here to the tile will be what you measure across board. That's so that's when you ensure that you have uniformity in your levels. So that's when you ensure that you know what you're actually doing as a construction person and as a finishing expert also. The kind of paint we are using here is the best in the market. It is Dulux. That's what Veritasi wanted, and that's what we are deploying to this also. Great. And our tile are also very nice tile, and we've started the POP. So it's a cast type that we are doing. You can see if we are on upper floor, we are on the first floor now. We are on upper floor. You will see the amount of POP, the amount of expertise that we put into this. We have to go and get these guys, especially for this purpose, to get advantageously delivered
to our clients out there. You know, they shouldn't be so scared of the materials being used, because these materials are durable materials. These materials are the ones that will last over time. I can assure you that this is not a structure we'll be putting up with the amount of energy and the management we are putting into it, that you'll be watching your TV, then your POP will be falling off. No. Yes.
We are not doing that yet. So we are not joking, as they say on the street.
Yes, sir. Thank you. The site is really busy. Let's look for the CTO of Veritasi Homes and Properties PLC. Come along. CTO, nice to meet you. Right. So as a Chief Technical Officer, right, I believe you're saddled with the responsibility of making sure that technology, all the technology and all the infrastructure are put to place and built to last.
Yes.
So I'd love to ask you, when building a place like this, of course, there's so many moving parts. You know, we have the roads, water, security, and I would love to ask how your team has come together to make sure that these things are valuable over time, over the next years and decades.
Yeah, first thing, there's something we call quality assurance and quality services. You can see what we have on the ground. You can see the kind of pipe we are having. Those are the kind of materials we use, and we believe those materials will stand the test of time. And also, we have qualified personnel all around. For the M&E, that's mechanical and electrical. We have people doing the other building over there too. We have all over professionals from different aspects, tilers, electricians, picked from different worlds with tested abilities. So we're working on everything to have the best, and we assure you the best.
I would love to ask you, you know, as regards this amazing project, how does this project affect the neighborhood? That's one. And then secondly, you know, in looking forward, how would this project be able to influence other real estate projects happening around, and yes.
In terms of the influence, we can see some other development coming in
Okay.
right after we got air.
Okay.
And you can see also that development of the drainage is coming in. You have a road here, which will later come in very soon. And that will help this community to grow very well.
Yeah.
Then as for the structure, it's going to open up the eyes of the real estate
Yeah.
in the sense of providing this kind of thing on this size of land. I mean, it's something very, very good for accommodating people with a minimal piece of land.
You're right.
Yes.
Right. So we are looking forward to more.
To more, yes.
Okay.
Because this is a big example to others.
Right. Right. Thank you very much, sir.
Veritasi!